Hi, my name is Lee Williamson. Subscribe to Reggae Boyz Commentary.
Hi, my name is Joby McAnuff. Subscribe to Reggae Boyz Commentary.
Reggae Boyz Commentary, like, share and subscribe, please.
I'm Javon Watson and you're watching Reggae Boyz Commentary.
Skin clean and nice and ting and ting. I'm Tiffany Cameron, Reggae Girl Striker, and you are watching the Reggae Boyz Commentary. Don't forget to like.
Hi, I'm Chris Binney, and I'm Jamaica's #1 squash player and 9-time Caribbean champion, and you're watching Reggae Boyz Commentary. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and share button below.
Yes, Reggae Boyz Commentary, like and subscribe, yeah?
Reggae Boyz Commentary, like, share and subscribe.
Reggae Boyz Commentary, subscribe, like and share. Is that the right order? Yeah.
Here we are. Reggae Boyz fans. How's everyone doing? I hope you are all doing well. It's Thursday, so you know what that means, right? It's Thursday, and that means we go live. Let's see something for a moment. For now, we can try for this. But how's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? I hope you all are doing well, and we can progress forward with the football. So, quite a bit to discuss this evening, and that is exactly what we're going to do. We spoke about the ladies earlier, and we use this opportunity to talk about the men today. And we will be looking at some of those results and performances. And we also have some updates to give you from the United Soccer League. I do have that to share with you. So, but first thing first, if you look at your screen right now, you'll see that there's something that has to be spoken about. And that is the matter of Mikel Antonio. It's a good start in the UEFA Europa Conference League, as we all know, with this team being West Ham United. It was a compelling one because they finished 7th in the Premier League last season, semi-finals of the Europa Conference League, and now where they are in the playoff round, they've gotten off to a good start at home. And now they're in a situation where they can avoid defeat to Viborg next week Thursday, then they will be heading into the group stages of the competition. And the group stages of the competition will be, the draw for it will be held on the 26th, so that'll be next week, Friday. We'll have 34 teams, and they'll be drawn into 8 groups of 4 teams in each groups. For the draw, the teams will be seated in 4 pots, and that's the way that it'll be done. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So you have 22 teams already in the Europa Conference League. But what you have is that you'll have some teams that will be coming over from the Europa League, teams that are in the playoff round of the Europa League, and if they lose, then they will be heading to the group stages of the Europa Conference League. It's a European competition, and it's something to really mesh your teeth into. So what I want to touch on right now, it's something that was discussed in a previous video, and I want you all to watch that video. And it's the top 10 Jamaican-born players that represented other countries. That's what I want you to look at. The top 10 Jamaican-born players that represented other countries. Now, there's a player that plays for Ferencváros. Ferencváros in Hungary. And this player was born in Jamaica. Sorry, not Ferencváros. But quite recently, he was with FK Senica in Slovakia. And that's Chris Gosling. Born in Jamaica, and he left when he was 4 to go to Georgia. 22 now. Let's see what the future holds for him. Also see what the future holds Nick Hines. Nick Hines is 24 now, born and raised in Mandeville. And he's at El Paso Locomotive right now. But one thing at a time. Let's stick with what we're seeing on the screen right now as it relates to the United Soccer League, the UEFA Europa Conference League, and then we proceed to the next aspect of this. Balotelli says that Thursday Night Live is back. Here we are, Balotelli. Hope you are doing well. Mr. Galaxy says big up, Simon. Mr. Galaxy, are you still in Jamaica? Tennessee Lewis says big up, and I say big up. Hope you all are doing well. Everybody in the comments. First thing you are being asked to do is to smash that like button. Smash that like button. Would really, really much appreciate it. And that would be really, really great on your part if you could just smash that like button, and we can proceed from there, shall we? And we press forward. So we can do that together. How does that sound? Sounds good? Hit that like button, and we move forward from there. Right. So we've looked at the UEFA Europa Conference League. We've also looked at the UEFA Europa League. The Champions League now is a compelling case. And why do I say compelling? You look at Rangers that has Kemar Roof at this point in time. Kemar Roof, when he joined Rangers in 2020, it was August 2020. It was a 4-year deal. So the current deal ties him to the Glasgow-based club until the summer of 2024. That means he has 2 more years left on his contract. 2 more years left on his contract. So his first season, 18 goals, 36 games, brilliant. Season after that, 16 goals in 36 games, not far off what he did the previous season. Won a Scottish Premiership, won a Scottish Cup, and was also part of the Glasgow team that made it to the final of the UEFA Europa League. Back the first time Rangers did that since 2008. Remember when they went to the final of the, back in the day, it was called the UEFA Cup. Back in the day, it was called, and Roof actually scored, in the final, in the penalty shootout, that is, of that encounter. But yeah, in 2008, the final was held at the City of Manchester Stadium, and Rangers, they lost to Zenit St. Petersburg in that final. So it was the second time that they were in the final of this competition. And they had great players back then, Rangers, David Weir and Neil Alexander, Carlos Couillet, Barry Ferguson, the captain, the lead at the time, Kevin Thompson, Stephen Whittaker, Stephen Davis, Jean-Claude Dachevy, Graham Smith, Christian Kelly, Charlie Adam were all part of this team. Amdi Faye, Chris Boyd, Nacho Novo, Lee McCulloch, and of course the coach at the time was Walter Smith. So it was a great team. And now, when you look at this team, this Rangers team, yeah, times have changed. They went through relegation and coming back up through the leagues. So they've endured quite a bit. Quite a bit. It's good to see that Celtic will be back in the group stages of the Champions League, something that we didn't see them do for quite some time. It's been a while since they've done this. But now a place has been given to the group stage of the Champions League. And it was a close one too. In the title race last year with Rangers 89 points and Celtic 93. So from that perspective, it was close. It's interesting that someone with Jamaican heritage was the top scorer of the Premiership last season. Regan Charles Cook, born in England. Mother side Jamaican, father side Grenadian. You remember his brother, Reese Charles Cook, goalkeeper, Arsenal. Yeah. Remember there was another player at Arsenal who was called up to play for Jamaica, but didn't come because Arsene Wenger said no, it's not an international window. Does Nigel Nita ring a bell? Yeah. Nigel Nita is 28 and he's without a club. But yeah, times have changed. Times have changed, people have changed, but you know, football, I guess. That's the way things are. But he can say that he played for Arsenal, which is something great in his eyes. So we had an opportunity to look at the men. And now what we're going to do is look at the women and see how things go there. That's what we're going to do now. But first, we'll take some of your comments. Tennessee Lewis says, big up. I say big up. Nico Griffiths, big up, Simon. Hey. What's going on? Big up. Kane Hamilton says, big up. Elric Cross, good evening. Hope you're doing. Nico Lewis, thank you. Damon Bowen says, bless up. Jarvis Parr says, big up yourself, Simon. Thank you very much. Really, really appreciate it, guys. We also had women as well playing in the UEFA Women's Champions League. We had 3 Jamaican internationals playing. And those 3 ladies actually went to the World Cup as well with Jamaica back in 2019. These are 3 individuals that played and went to the World Cup. And one of them got an assist for Jamaica. One of them scored 6 goals in the 2023 edition of World Cup qualifying. And the other just missed out on going to the World Cup because of injury. And she was replaced by Maria Gray. So the Jamaicans that were involved in the UEFA Women's Champions League today were Khadija Bunny Shaw, Jodie Carter, and Kayla McCoy. I know Trudy Carter's mom is going to be very, very disappointed with the result today, but very proud of her daughter nonetheless of playing UEFA Champions League football. Miss Hamilton, I know you're watching and hope you're doing well. So, yeah. But let's recap some of those results, shall we, in the UEFA Women's Champions League. For the women, Rangers, that is specifically Kayla McCoy, 3-1 victory over Ferencváros. So with that result, it takes Rangers to the final of this bracket. And basically what happens here is if Rangers defeats PAOK of Greece, then Rangers will advance to the second round of the UEFA Women's Champions League. Kayla McCoy didn't score today, but she played an important role in the first goal for Rangers. Trudy Carter plays for FC Gintra in Lithuania. That's a club that she plays for. So with Trudy Carter, her team lost 2-0 today to KOPS of Finland. 2-0 was the margin of their defeat today. Very disappointing that they weren't able to get the victory. And this basically means that they won't be able to advance in the UEFA Champions League. So it's unfortunate, but let's see. What the situation is with Gintra is that they'll play UKS of Poland, and that will be their last game of the Champions League, you could say, this season. Let's look at some other matches, and we're going to look at Khadija Bunny Shaw. And with Bunny Shaw, we go to a different bracket. And the bracket that we go to for Bunny Shaw is located right here. Bunny scored a brace today in a 6-0 victory over Kazakhstan club Tomuris Turan. And what does this mean? On Wednesday, Khadija Shaw and Manchester City must beat Real Madrid in the final of this bracket. And if they're able to do that, then they will advance to the next round, which is the second round of the UEFA Women's Champions League. And of course, a draw for that competition will take place at a later date. But this is the latest as it relates to Jamaican players, teams in European competition. So just a recap of everything. Khadija Bunny Shaw, 6-0 victory for Manchester City over the Kazakhstani club. Kayla McCoy for Glasgow Rangers, 3-1 victory over Ferencváros. And FC Gintra, which is Trudy Carter's club, they lost 2-0 to Finnish club KUPS. On the men's side of things, we had Mikel Antonio and West Ham United picking up a victory in the UEFA Europa Conference League against Viborg, which is located in Denmark. So that basically wraps up things on the European perspective. But what we're going to do right now is cross the Atlantic and head to North America. And we have some news for you all. And I'm going to show you that news. And you all can give me your thoughts about it. And I see the comments coming in, guys. I'm going to take your comments. I'm going to take all of your comments. All right. Don't worry about that. I am going to take your comments. That is a fact. It's something that I'm going to do. All right. So stay tuned for that. But I want to show you guys this person. Hopefully the picture is good. You guys know who this is? That's Rick Shantz. So yeah. That's Rick Shantz, the former head coach of Phoenix Rising FC in the United Soccer League. So you might say, Simon, why is this a discussion? Why are we talking about this individual? Why do we see this as something that we have to discuss? Why is this relevant to Jamaica at all? The point is that he gave opportunities to Jamaican football players. He gave opportunities to Jason Johnson. Yeah. He gave opportunities to Damian Lowe. He gave opportunity to Junior Flemings. Junior Flemings is now in Europe. And he's given an opportunity to Kevin Lambert. And Kevin Lambert right now is still at Phoenix Rising FC. Still at the club. Still at Phoenix Rising FC. You might say, okay, but this man loves Jamaican talent. He admitted the first time that he came into coaching, the only thing that he knew about Jamaica was Bob Marley and Jerk Chicken. He admitted that he said that. But now he has admitted that Jamaica is a hub for young players that can make North America and even Europe a hub for themselves. So why are we talking about him? Well, he parted company with Phoenix Rising FC, and this could be a changing of the guard of how things are operated at Phoenix Rising FC. It's a club I had a lot of respect for in terms of, still do have a lot of respect for in terms of the opportunities that they've given towards Jamaican players. But now, as you know, when you have a new coach, new manager, new ideas come in, it might mean that some players will be elevated, some will be elevated more than they currently are, and some of them, the reality is, drop to the bench. That is the truth, the cold, hard truth about the matter. And there's been some changes. New stadium, playing at Phoenix Rising Soccer Complex at Wild Horse Pass. New stadium, new atmosphere, the owners demand things. A lot of players, you could say some of them are players that have played for the team before. But for Lambert, it's a time to make a decision. In 2017, he had a trial with Serbian club, but he wasn't able to sign the pro deal because of the European work permit complications. He went to the Caribbean Cup, he went to the Gold Cup, and eventually signed with Phoenix Rising FC in August. 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022. This is his 6th season, Kevin Lambert, at Phoenix Rising FC. 6th season. 25. I said this should be his last season in the USL. Because, or why do I say that? Well, quite simply this. He needs to go. His talent, his ability, is someone capable of playing in Europe today. It's time. It's time that he makes that move. It's time. And he needs to do that. Get to postseason, get to the playoffs, win the title for Rising FC, reflect and meditate of all the accomplishments that you have achieved at Rising FC, and then it's time. It's time to go to Europe. There is no reason why he should be in the USL another season. He's already proved himself as the big dog already. He's already a talented central midfielder who can operate as a centre-back if needed. I don't want to see it in Jamaican colours. I much prefer other individuals. But my point is this. Kevin Lambert is not somebody that should be cast aside. End of the season, you go to Europe, my friend. There's a whole world out there, and it doesn't have to be England. It doesn't have to be Spain. It doesn't have to be Germany. It doesn't have to be France. It can be Portugal. It can be Switzerland. It can be Italy. It can be Czech Republic. It can even be Scotland. It certainly can. It certainly can. Just think about that for a moment. That certainly is a possibility. So it's something that should be considered. So why not consider it? I promise you, the opportunities will come. The opportunities will be there. to know what is it that needs to happen. Execution, good planning, preparation, put into place, and everything will come to fruition. We'll see. It will all come together. Just a matter of time, but it will. Let's see what you all are saying in the comments. Damien says, bless up. Jarvis says, big up yourself, Simon. Big up. Siobhan Wilson, what's going on, man? Hope you're doing good. Ajay Scott says, what about Scotland? Scotland meaning the opportunities that lie there. Scotland is an untapped market for Jamaican talent. We've seen Ricardo Fuller, we've seen Simon Ford, we've seen Omar Daly, we've seen Chris Humphrey, we've seen Kemar Roof demonstrate their talent and ply their trade overseas there. But trust me, there are teams that will benefit from opportunities there, and there are clubs that are looking for players, especially in the championship as well. It doesn't have to be Celtic or Rangers. There's Hearts. There's Inverness. There's Motherwell. There's Ross County. There's Hamilton Academic. There's Montrose. There's Cardiff Thistle. A lot of great teams. Opportunities. There's Aberdeen. The clubs are out there. There are clubs. The clubs are out there. Trust me. The clubs are out there. And you know what it means that has to happen? It basically means that everybody just has to pull up their socks. Agents, they have their responsibility as well to seek out opportunities and everything of that nature. But it's something that's definitely possible, definitely worth it. So, yeah, that's what needs to happen. Possible friendly versus Argentina in the works for the senior team. Yeah, the possibility does exist, as there are still some loose ends to tie up, but there's the conversation. So we're just gonna have to wait and see how things pan out, but it is something worth considering, definitely. And yeah, trust me. I think you all will see exactly. You'll see it come to fruition soon. It will come. So guys, any questions, comments you'd like to make, go ahead and do so in the comments, and we will proceed from there. Hope that is good. We also, have Javan East and Nicholas Nelson in Central America doing their stuff. We also have Siobhan Messi Marsh. So it's good for them. Richie Richard says, good night from New York. How are you doing, sir? Hope you're doing well. How's New York this time of the year? Is it warm? Is it cool? What is New York like at this time of the year? Do let me know. Yeah, I'd appreciate that. Let me know what it's like at this time of the year, the weather conditions, what it's like, and how things are managed, how you're managing things right now. That would be greatly appreciated. Hot. Really? Interesting. Yeah. So we've had a chance to look at the Reggae girls who apply their trade within the UEFA Women's Champions League. We've also looked at the men in the UEFA Europa Conference League, namely Mikel Antonio, and we've also looked at things in North America, how things stack up with Kevin Lambert. Lloyd Brown, how are you? Hope you're doing good. Thank you for dropping by. Really appreciate it. Yeah, it is a warm time, as Richie was saying, in Jamaica, in New York, all over the place. Yeah, you're right. Not a lot of people are big fans of the USL, but it's a conversation that can't be ignored or avoided. So it's something that has to be discussed, especially when you have a league that has a dozen Jamaican players. You have Malik Foster scoring yesterday for Sacramento Republic in a 3-0 win over Colorado Springs Switchback. So that tells you everything that you need to know right there. So that should give you an insight into everything. And you had Romario Williams scoring for New Mexico United against LA Galaxy's second team. So the goals come. On the weekend, there'll be more matches in the USL and more matches in Major League Soccer to look at and also to break down. So plenty of football to look at, you know, and we'll be keen to bring that to you, bring updates regarding the team, matches, and everything surrounding that matter. So we look forward to that. We also look forward to the start of the Jamaica Premier League. That should be sometime in September, and we look forward to that competition and get into what that tournament entails. And we'll look at other matches, tournaments, competitions to discuss. So that's a matter to consider. Simon, you need a more creative background. Okay, cool. I take your advice. Yep, I take your advice. 100% there. I'm back, step away for a bit. Okay. Up, Simon, link up. Okay, cool. Eddie Gooner. Simon, do you wonder why more players from the JPL get transfers to Europe than the ones in the USL? Yeah, I've given it some thought. And even though it might be Slovenia, Slovakia, Serbia, yeah, the truth is that not a lot of eyes in Europe are on the USL. Not a lot. Not a lot of eyes were there. Not a lot at all. Hope you're good, Mr. Galaxy. Joel Smith says, big up. Hope you're good. No, the Argentina friendly is not confirmed. The Argentina friendly is not confirmed. No, I cannot confirm that because that is not something that is confirmed. Is it a discussion? Is it a topic of conversation? Yes, it is, but it is not something that is penned down at this point in time. There are conversations and discussions about it, but no, that friendly is not on paper. But the possibility exists that a friendly of this magnitude could be in the United States. New York is being considered, and so is Florida, Orlando, or Fort Lauderdale. So, but as the days and weeks proceed, we shall see. But more information to come. FPL tips. Okay. No problem, sir. We can go there. And what we'll do is we will start with the back line, because points at the back are crucial. Trent Alexander-Arnold, Andy Robertson, key individuals there. And then you go into the midfield, And you have Andreas Pereira, Martinelli, some individuals you could pay close attention to. And up top, you have your usual, your Kane. Of course, I forgot Salah, but you know, Salah, I'm sure, is a sure pick for everybody. But it can't be denied regarding Salah. Salah is a must pick. You know, I tell you what, I can't remember the last time that I saw a Manchester United player in my team. It's been a long time. It's been a very, very, very long time. It's been a very, very long time, in fact. But you're Kane and you're Gabriel Jesus, and then you're looking at a pretty solid team. You're looking at a very good team, a team capable of getting over the line, I would say. And guys, if you haven't already, I implore you to check out the videos from today. Jamaica versus Ghana friendly international match preview. That was done on the channel early today. Jamaica is having mixed results in the UEFA Women's Champions League, and also timeline of the Reggae Girls' World Cup qualification. So all of these videos were done today. How is Tyrick McGee doing? Tyrick McGee is getting some playing time. Not a whole lot, but some. Yeah. He's getting some playing time. Not a lot. So that is where things are right now. In New York, it would draw a massive crowd. Absolutely. Hands down. No doubt about it. Because of the Caribbean diaspora right there. You can't go wrong with at all. You can't go wrong with that crowd. You know? So what do you think about Hugh Menzies' appointment to Gotham in the NWSL? If you ask me, it was well deserved. Well deserved. It's an opportunity that he should have gotten post 2019. When we know there was the challenges with the JFF, it's a conversation and a discussion that should have been had, in my view, and something that needs to be spoken about. So I don't see why this shouldn't be something that is brought up, because it's needed. It is. It's really needed, and I feel like, honestly, there needs to be more individuals, more coaches like his caliber. It's really needed. So we hope that with his appointment there to Gotham, that he'll be able to garner some level of success. Yesterday's result, I know, wasn't the best against the Houston Dash, but just getting his feet wet, Hugh Menzies, and it is on an interim basis, but still, just utilize the opportunity. You have Japanese internationals, American internationals, Mexican internationals at the club. You have top quality players. So the point is, you just go out there, make a good impact, and that's exactly what's needed. Right now, Gotham is 11th in the table, 11 points behind a playoff position, but you still have 8 games left in the season. The season ends in October, so there's the chance, there's the ability for things to turn around. So hopefully he will be able to get the troops together, because they haven't won a game since July 8th to be specific, against Racing Louisville. So it's been a very, very, very long time since Gotham won a game. So hopefully the winning run, the winning games can come into fruition, and wins come, and it's a matter that the tables can turn for the team. Less Up Simon says, Blake Hilton, hope you're good. Who to captain this week in FPL? Honestly, you're going to have to go with Erling Haaland. You're going to have to go with Erling Haaland, honestly. You have to. He's key. Nobody wants to see Jamaica C team. Or you're talking about the matches this weekend. Look, I think it's very important that you, regardless of the team that takes the field this weekend, I think it's important that they get the support, because they deserve that support. So, win, lose, or draw, you give them the respect that they deserve. Alan Brahman. Hi Simon, I'm very uncomfortable with the state of Jamaica's football. We're out of the World Cup, and it seems as though going forward nothing will change. What I've learned in life is that adversity is temporary, and that nothing bad lasts forever. So you might not see the change that you desire right now, but eventually. Anne Ramsey, good evening. How are you? Simon, select a starting 11 of the game versus Austria. Mr. Campbell, I did my match preview Jamaica versus Ghana, and I included my starting 11 prediction in that video. So I am kindly asking you to tune into that video so that you can watch that video, and you'll be able to see the 11 that I selected. However, in terms of the 11 that I picked for the encounter, I had Amal 19 length. And in addition to that, I gave a debut. I gave a debut to Giovanni Brown. I gave a debut to Giovanni Brown. I had Okosa Chung on the left. I had Jordan Fletcher on the right. I had Trayvon Reed in behind in defense. I had Ricardo Thomas on the left, Damani Ozzy on the right, Richard King and Tarek Jimenez at centre half. In front of them, add Fabian McCarthy and Ramon Howell. Jason Guna says, Jesus, captain. Yeah, even though I didn't captain Gabriel Jesus last week, he performed very well. I think there was 19 points that I got from him. I think that was just incredible. Absolutely incredible to see that, Oh, the match versus Argentina. It'll be a FIFA window game, so our best players will be available to us. Our overseas-based players will be available to us. So I don't think that is something that you have to be preoccupied about at all, so it's cool. Mr. Galaxy says the League One striker could possibly make an impact, I would say. Seems like he's on form. Giovanni Brown? Giovanni, I remember Giovanni when he was 16 and he represented Jamaica at the Under-17 FIFA World Cup in 2011 in Mexico. He was here for the qualifiers too in Montego Bay. Nearly scored against Honduras. A player that will work. He'll work for possession. And I'm eager to see what he's all about. And to be quite frank, a player that I think should have been involved for a while now. But nothing in life happens before it's time. So that's what I'll say there. Nothing happens before it's time. So we just have to keep on going. Rowan Noble, good evening. Hope you're doing well. Sharad Hall, good evening. How are you doing? I hope you're doing good. God bless you. It says, bless up, Mr. Preston. Good evening to you. How are you? And I hope you are also doing quite well. So I appreciate that. There are far too many like Giovanni Brown in our football under-17 representative and can't see him for 10 years. Yep, far too many. Think about the under-17 team that went to the World Cup in 2011 and how many of them have made their senior debut for Jamaica. Let's scroll through the goalkeepers. Richard Trench? No. Odin Clark? No. Cunningham, Jamal Cunningham, no. Nico Campbell, no. None of the goalkeepers. Let's go to the defense. O'Shane Jenkins, no. Wint, no. Kima Wallace, no. Jason. Alvas Powell. Zelana Barnes, no. Quante Abotil Smith? No. Jean-Claude Laws? No. Omar Holness? Jason Wright? No. Andre L.A. Lewis? You see? You see what I'm saying? And the truth is, there's 10 of them that have made the transition in terms of playing professional football. So that is just about half of the team that were able to make that transition. But it's still disappointing to know that when you look back at that squad and look at the talent that was in that squad, not many made the progress. Alvas Powell, Romario Williams, Omar Holness, Andre L.A. Lewis, Cardell Benbow. Those 5 have played for Jamaica at a senior level. Giovanni Brown will eventually make it 6. 6 out of 21. That's less than 33%. Less than a third of the players have gone on to represent the country at the senior level. my expectation was half would go on and represent the country. I had an expectation that Zelana Barnes one day. I had an expectation that Anthony Walker as well. And I thought that Troy Mupin, the youngest player in the squad at the time, was 15 when he went to the World Cup, and who got some minutes against France, and who played for Mile Gully, that Troy Mupin would have been able to go. But Shane Jenkins, no. Kima Wallace, no. Jason Wint, no. Quante Awatil-Smith, no. Romario Jones, no. Jason Wright, no. Patrick Palmer, no. Dean Clark, no. Anthony Walker, no. Troy Mupin, no. Melvin Blair, no. Zelana Barnes, no. Nico Campbell, no. Jean-Claude Lawson is playing football, League One in Ontario, basically the fourth tier of Canadian football. He was at Atletico Ottawa at one point, which, as we know, is in the Canadian Premier League, and was proven at one point the feeder club. Well, I have a good relationship with Atletico Madrid. Played in the States for a little bit as well. Was at Ajax at one point. I know, guys, it's not Ajax in Canada, it's Ajax, located in downtown Toronto. Well, located in Toronto, Ontario. So, yeah. Disappointing. And you know what's interesting? Look how much players from that under-17 World Cup were Cavalier players at the time. Shane Jenkins, Romario Williams, Romario Jones, Jason Wright, Andre Lewis, Patrick Palmer, Zelana Barnes, Nico Campbell. You had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Cavalier players that were part of that squad. I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining at all. I was just pointing out an observation. That's all I was doing. Pointing out an observation. That's literally all I was doing. So, yeah. Salah captain versus that terrible United side. No, Eddie Guna. No. This is the weekend that Manchester United rises from the ashes and make the Scousers cry. This is the weekend where Manchester United rises like a phoenix and silences Liverpool. This is the time where Liverpool goes to the foot of the table because they have 2 points. And with a victory, we leapfrog them. Merseyside is blue, the People's Club. Yeah, that's that. How many of those players still play professionally? Alvas Powell, Romario Williams, Omar Holness, Andre Lewis, Giovanni Brown, Benbow, if you want to call it that. Zelana Barnes is in the local Premier League. You have Jason Wright that is playing in Eastern Europe, so 7 right now. To me, that's not sufficient. Not sufficient at all. Jason Gunas says wishful thinking. Confidence is key, and that's the name of my FPL team. And as you can see, based on my FPL team, things are going pretty well. I'm in the top 300,000 in the world out of 9 million players, and I'm in the top 500 in Jamaica, soon be in the top bills and them thing there. And I'm second in the most competitive FPL group in Jamaica. So things are going. Very green arrow. Pure green arrow. Pure green arrow. JA Champions League is the best in the country. Statman Dave, when you're in the top 700 in the Statman Dave League, then that means you're going with things. Fantasy Football Experts, I'm number 1 in that league. B90, I am number 4. So yeah. So things are going. And as you can see in Jamaica, I'm in the top 500. Among Manchester United fans, I'm top 70K. And I'm the top 319 of the world. So things are going. Things are going. I can't complain. Yeah, perhaps we'll talk some Fantasy Premier League. Lloyd Brown says, nice race. Oh, thank you. I got it as a gift. Nice, isn't it? How many Man United players in that team? How many Manchester United players in my team? In my team right now? No. This was my game week 2 squad. So I had Ederson in goal, Trent, James, Cancelo, Robbo. I put my trust in Leon Bailey, 2 weeks now. Salah, Martinelli, Neto, Erling Haaland, and Gabriel Jesus. On my bench, I had Andreas, Nico Williams, Sam Greenwood. So yeah. So that's how things mapped out. United, Monday, Mr. Preston. You must say mad. Watch. You watch when United take the field. May I tell you? Liverpool not good, you know? Liverpool not good. Them just have one boy from Egypt who can put the ball in the net. Liverpool no good. Oh boy. I'm full of jokes, aren't I? Yeah, full of jokes. I know, I'm full of jokes, you know. I know how the thing go. But we're going same way, you know. We're going to make sure, so United going with them things and can continue on the trend that them are going with, you know. So yeah, that's how things set up right now. So let's take some more of your comments and we proceed from there. Barely keeping him out of the top 500. You see it. He had a reason, but know yourself, man. I have a plan for this weekend, man. I have a plan. We'll work it out. Rowan Noble Salah. Where's the Alpha? Would you be happy with Casemiro signing a proposed 4-year deal? Yes. I'll take Casemiro. I'll take Adrian Mariappa. I would take... Who else would I take at Manchester United? I would take Liam Moore. I would take Shamar Nicholson. I would take Daniel Johnson. I would take Ravel Morrison. I would take Andre Blake. At Manchester United right now, I would take Trayvon Reed right now. I would promote Malachi Sharp right now. So yeah, man. I noticed that each time many players who want to play for Jamaica always seem to have passport problems. Do you know the steps to get it? And if so, couldn't you explain? I have done so for players. and I have done so for players in the past and also present. It's not been only myself. You have others that have assisted as well. But at the end of the day, what I'll say is this: if a player does its job in submitting the documents to the JFF for it to be submitted to the relevant agency, what can you do if the next stage of the process, the medium stage, has not been acted upon? There needs to be transparency, a bit more accountability moving forward to ensure that these processes are areas that are clear, concise for all the players. That point put the ball in the back of the net, the bet. Simon, who is Manchester United going to sell when they get relegated this season? All of them except Marcus Rashford. You know how I feel right now, honestly? You know how I feel right now? Let me tell you how I feel. I feel like whether the team come first or 20th, that there has to be some change. Thanks for your serious answer, much appreciated. No, man, seriously. I'm being generous here, should you? I'll take Casemiro right now. Right now. And no itch about it. Him can all start Monday too. I have no problem with that. Him can play Monday game. Attacking midfield? What do you mean about attacking midfield? God bless you, test side. Oh boy. Yeah. And could players get it without waiting until they're trying to play for Jamaica? Yes, of course. This would call for them to be a bit more independent. So yes, it is something that can be done. And you have players that have done it independently and not through the JFF. Some of those players have not been called up, but some of them have done it independently. Kieran Aggard has done it independently. Leon Barnett has done it independently for the most part. So you do have players that have a Jamaican passport that didn't necessarily go through the JFF for it to be done. And I implore all players who have Jamaican heritage to do so if they have that interest and desire to play for Jamaica. From their 14, 15, from the mother and father still alive, grandpa still alive, make sure them have the papers, them lock. And you don't have to keep digging in a one closet and you're looking at one drawer trying to look for things and you find a book like this and you're trying to find what grandpa trying to write, and it less complicates things in that manner. So early bird catches the worm. Early bird catches the worm. So that's what we need to process. Simon, will the Reggae Boys play against Argentina? Nothing has been confirmed, my friend. It is just a conversation right now that's being had. Match organizers will sort that out whenever is necessary, but that has not been confirmed. Yeah, the deal has not been done. It hasn't. So that's where we are. that's where we are as we speak. Does Paul Hall know about Cameron Archer? Does he know about the footballer Cameron Archer? Yes, he does know about the footballer Cameron Archer, but in terms of the conversation about him and Jamaica, nope. So that has to be that's something that Paul Hall has to be aware of. So we keep working, we keep pushing, and hopefully he will know in time. He should. But I expect him in due time to be able to know everything about the player. It should. Wayne Suarez says Leon Bailey should put in a word there. Yeah, he should. Should. This is something that should have been done from day one, but you know, it is what it is. The True Culture says, your opinion on Jade Bailey. I had a few opportunities to watch Jade, and I saw her debut in October of last year. And I think she has some work to do if she wants to call herself as a first team player for the Reggae Girls. Right now, I have her as a squad player, but for me, she's not in an 11 or 15 for me that I would say is a regular or a core player. It's early days. That could change when you have friendly matches between now and World Cup qualifying. Well, the World Cup itself. That could all change. She's 26. She has that versatility, which would give her that edge, having been a player that can operate as a defender and also as a midfielder. So she has that to her credit as well. And what she also has to her credit as well is an individual that has played in a World Cup. You know, she played at the FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup for England, which was hosted in Canada, and was part of an England team that, although they didn't advance to the latter stages of the competition, she was part of a decent England team. And they got a couple of draws. So she has that to her credit as an individual that has played in a World Cup. And this was the same. This was an England team that had Nikita Paris and Beth Mead and Leah Williamson and Megan Walsh, Paige Williams. So this was a quality England team. Natasha Flint. Oh boy, Natasha Flint. Remember her? Yeah, she's at Leicester now, I believe. Right, what's Leicester. But yeah. And Sherry McHugh, the captain of that team. But Nikita Paris was like the general of that team. She's an Evertonian. Yeah. So that's my thoughts on Jade Bailey. But Jade has quite a bit of experience, you know. How many people can say that they've played for Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool? How many people can say that they've played for those teams? Arsenal, Chelsea, and Liverpool. You know, the only person that comes to my mind, all right, you have Daniel Sturridge, right? Daniel Sturridge played for Man City, Chelsea, Liverpool. And Daniel Sturridge also played for Bolton, which is a Manchester team. So he played for all the Manchester United rivals, you know. Daniel Sturridge played for, born in Birmingham and everything. They played for City, played for Chelsea, played for Liverpool. So, and can you guys believe that this guy is still only 32? Daniel Sturridge is 32 and he has 2 Champions League medals to his name. But Nicholas Anelka, no. Anelka played for Arsenal, played for Liverpool, played for Man City, played for Chelsea. That was interesting. Very, very interesting, I'll say. And remember Anelka's first season at Chelsea. 19 goals in the league. Golden Boot. My opinion on Amari Hutchinson. It surprised me, to be honest with you, the move to Chelsea. It really, really surprised me. Maybe because it means that he will get a bit more dough in his pocket. But what I will say is this. It's a long-term contract. I expect Amari Hutchinson to go out on loan. I really do. And after that one season on loan, I think from there we can be able to see if he has a future with Chelsea or not. But I thought that Arsenal was a great environment for him to be in. So the move for me was quite shocking. I wonder if Sturridge is fit now. You know, Sturridge was released from the club that he was playing for in Australia. He was. Yeah. Yeah, Drew Spence or Rebecca Spencer. Yeah, Rebecca Spencer played for Arsenal, played for Tottenham. Rebecca Spencer not partial. Rebecca Spencer played for any and anybody. I joke, man. No, but seriously, I think she's in a good environment at Tottenham, and signing the new deal recently is good news for her. Amari gonna rot in the Chelsea youth system. We know as an Arsenal fan, you'd have said that, but I think worst case though, he would end up at West Ham, Leicester, in that vicinity of clubs. Wolves, when he eventually gets to play Premier League football. Amari is supposed to, yes, he's supposed to get loaned out there, but it's not something that has been worked out. There's still discussion, does Chelsea want to keep him or not? But it's possible that they'll have him on loan. It just hasn't been done, but I think a loan deal will be crucial here so that he can get some games under his belt. Yeah, Drew Spence played for Chelsea. Long time. Drew Spence played for Chelsea over a decade. Drew Spence was at Arsenal Academy too, yeah. She was at Fulham for a period of time too. And even with the 14 years that she spent at Chelsea, Drew is still 29. Drew is still only 29. Can you imagine? Drew is only 29. I remember her brother. Her brother also plays football too, Lewis, and Lewis was at Crystal Palace. You guys remember Lewis? You guys don't remember Lewis? Come on, guys. You guys must know Lewis. Lewis Spence. Lewis Spence, Wickham, Rushden and Diamonds, Palace. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. But yeah. Drew Spence, a Tottenham player, 2-year deal. Speaking of Rushden and Diamonds. Boy. Can't believe that they had to be dissolved. Unstable financial system. But when Anandi Lowe and Paul Hall were there, Rushden and Diamonds was a place to talk about. And Anandi Lowe has the fourth most goals in Rushden and Diamonds history. We also had Simeon Jackson there as well, the Jamaican-born Canadian international at that club. But right now you have a club, AFC Rushden and Diamonds, and their manager is Andy Burgess. They play in the Southern League, and the Southern League is the 7th tier of English football. So they have to be promoted to the National League South, then get promoted to the National League, then League 2, then League 1, then Championship, then Premier League, then win the Premier League, then win the Champions League, then win the FIFA Club World Cup. Sounds easy, right? Yeah. Jade also has Olympic experience. Jade, experience in the sense of what she went through, yeah. She took part in the Olympic torch relay. So she took part in that, and she was part of the relay, and she stood part of the motorboat with Beckham. So yeah, you could say she took part in the Olympics, but she didn't actually play for Great Britain in the Olympics, So that's that. Yeah, Jade Bailey, Arsenal, Chelsea, Reading, and Liverpool. Yeah, and it's funny, they were hanging out a lot together in international duty back in April, I believe, when this was when the girls were here for the match against the Dominican Republic. The centre forward Clark, Jamari Clark, and the goalie Boyce Clark, they're not brothers, they're not related. No, they're not related. They are not related, my friend. No relation at all there. No relation there, but it is what it is. So, yeah. But, Reggaeboyz fans, this is where we blow the final whistle for this evening. I'm entirely grateful for all of your support in this live. It was really helpful. I'm happy that you guys were to tune in. I implore you guys to tell everybody about Reggaeboyz Commentary. We're this close to 15,000 subscribers. Where did the lights go? Light gone, light gone. No, just kidding. Light is back. Seriously though, guys, tell your family, tell your friends about Reggae Boyz Commentary. Your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your auntie, uncle. Grab their phone and tell them you go hit the subscribe button for Reggae Boyz Commentary. All right, guys, would really, really appreciate it. The channel is this close to 15K, this close. So with your support, it will get over the line. Yeah. Jacko DeBala, good evening. Thank you very much for your kind words. Really, really appreciate it. So that was good. Eddie Guna says dark room. Yeah, I know. Banta. You know what I mean, but it's great to catch up with you guys. Really, really appreciate it. And we'll be in touch. We have plenty more things to discuss, plenty things to talk about, and we'll keep the show going. See that guy right there? That's Mariappa. See that jersey right there? Yeah, you guys know who that is. So much appreciated, guys, for tuning in. I'm grateful for the support that you have, and I look forward for you to share the news about Reggae Boyz Commentary, tell people to subscribe to the channel. You know, I would be absolutely grateful if you do that. So I'd appreciate that. Really, really appreciate that. Like this video as well. More content to come. I'm gonna appreciate that greatly. All right, guys. Take care and stay tuned as we get set for this journey. Are you guys ready? Hope you are. This close to 15K, and this close to 20K, and this close to 50K, and this close to 100K. Yep, Lewis is playing in non-league now. But that, my friends, is a conversation for another day. Thank you very much for tuning in, guys. Really appreciate it. And we'll be back for more on Reggae Boyz Commentary. If you haven't already, check out the Jamaica versus Ghana Friendly International match preview. Jamaicans having mixed results in the UEFA Women's Champions League. Also, some videos were done quite recently about Omar Honus stepping away from football, about Damian Lowe's interest overseas, and also in relation to Shamar Boza Nicholson, Galatasaray, Damari Gray, Junior Flemings, amongst other topics of discussion. So, thanks very much. Take care. Be safe. Watch Reggae Boyz Commentary. And don't forget to subscribe to Reggae Boyz Commentary.